Hey folks, my name's David Monette, and I'm going to be doing a little reading tape from my book, The Zombie Axiom. We're going to start off at the foreword here, as soon as I find it. In a place that was not a place, and in time with no time, a conscious force stretched forth its will and growled into motion. There was no way to measure, no way to track the passage of this powerful, shapeless being as it moved between countless planes of existence, like a shiver down a spine. And then it stopped. With a thought, it slipped from amid the limbo of possible worlds and attained a presence in the universe. In an undefined point in the vastness of space, it began collecting particles of matter, drifting in the vacuum all around. Chapter 1. The Hand. And there was a flash in the sky. A flash like you ain't never seen before, nor will you ever see again. Huge it was, and it brought down with it the wrath of God. Let that be known. Praise the Lord. Father Genji. July 7. The lights of the small city dappled the smooth lake surface in liquid pools of color as night chased evening from the sky. From a distance, brief slips of movement occurred as car headlights peeked from between the comfortable houses and buildings that lined the shore as, far away or close by, a train announced itself with a deep, sonorous call. There was no real noise other than that. No honking of car horns. No yells of the drunks stumbling between the many bars that comprised most of the downtown. Distance created a buffer of peace. A tranquil haven away from the modern reality of small cities and all the amenities they provide. For this city in particular, distance was both a blessing and a curse. As its name, Conisburg, implies, it was once a military base. Far back in the revolutionary history of the American nation, it served as a lonesome outpost for a few hundred military personnel until the British troops decided to head south from the more populous city of Montreal during the War of 1812. The battle that ensued happened in and around Conisburg, and the fame generated by the victorious Americans was still marketed 200 years later. The city traded on that fame. Situated as it was with a lake on one side and miles upon miles of forested parkland all around, it needed a reason to draw some of the millions of consumers down from Canada to spend their earnings in the strip of megastores that congregated along Route 10. Not that the small yearly festival commemorating the battle was the only draw. The scenic lake helped a little with fishing tournaments and boat races, but not enough. And so it stretched out along the shores of the lake, bereft of the presence of the military that pulled the last of its troops from the airbase several years ago, and struggled with its identity, with distance. On this summer night, though, as small fiery rocks rained down upon the surface of the planet from amidst the clear, innocent stars scattered in the heavens, distance proved its worth. And that's it. Next time we'll get to July 8th.